All right, good evening, everyone. At this time, I'll call to order the regularly scheduled committee meeting for the Village of Midlothian, Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022, at 7 p.m. Roll call, please. Clerk Moscow.
Trustee Burbett.
Here.
Trustee Cagney. Trustee Crowley.
Here.
Trustee Hilly.
Here.
Trustee Johnson.
Here.
Trustee Killily.
Here.
Mayor LaRue.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, sir. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, I'm open the floor to public comment. Is there any public comment tonight? We'll start in the back. Shereen.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
This is week 3. 3 weeks ago, I walked in and asked to find out what was going on with my planter box in front of Jack's place. Oh,
Mayor, should I take it? My fault, I've been trying to get over to talk to you. The beautification committee talked about it, and we can work with you on this, but I have to talk to them, we have to make sure we're on the same page here.
perfect.
So, what time do you usually get in?
I could be there anytime you want.
No, for
tomorrow,
you. I'll be there anytime you want, tell me.
Tomorrow I'm there. I'll be there about 9:30. I stay till about 1. I leave. I come back again about 6 o'clock.
Okay,
So-
I'll be there before 1.
Okay, perfect. If you come, because, what's tomorrow, Thursday? We don't open till 1, so just knock on the door and I'll open it.
Is there a password?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Jean?
I just want to say good job for National Night Out last night. Frankie and I were talking, he said, Gene, we started, he said, you came in a couple of years after we started this, and we just kept building it bigger and bigger and bigger. So, I mean, I liked seeing how it's advanced, so it was a good time.
And did you get your pictures with baby goats?
And there were goats there.
I knew that was coming in.
Excuse me for having you here at Christmas.
Just to add on to what Jean had said, I thought last night was amazing. I just want to thank all of the board for all that they did, because without all of you, obviously, we would not have this event in our community. But more importantly, I want to thank law enforcement for everything that you guys do, for serving our community and just taking care of the residents. So thank you so very much. I'm really grateful.
Thank you. It was an outstanding event. Proud as always, amazed as always. I'm sure you'll have something to say in your business. But on a personal note, Deputy Chief, I would like to personally thank you for spending time with that individual yesterday. I know it means a lot to him, so thank you. All right, anyone else? All right. Close the floor to public comment, move on to trustee business. Trustee Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing tonight.
Thank you, ma'am. Trustee Burbatt.
I also have nothing to
Thank you, sir. Trustee Hilly.
I just had 2 small things, I guess you'd say. Included in board docs is a source wall contract for the purchase of a large piece of equipment. Let me get the exact word of what it's called. I can't see it very well. Thanks.
Help a brother out.
It's a new John Deere 85G excavator and trailer. Did anyone have any questions? This is a budgeted item.
No. So that's a budgeted item,
Yes, sir.
capital, it's under capital items, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's the actual vehicle itself, the John Deere piece of equipment, and a trailer. Both are both are under the fleet contract, the source wall contracts, okay, which are discounts. I think they're just on the John Deere alone. I got too many documents open here. There is
34% discount.
Yes, a 34%, thank you, which translates to, hold on, $55,000 discount on just the piece of equipment itself. That, cost of that piece of equipment is $140,782.93. We also are trading in a New Holland LB75, which is giving us a $16,000 credit, so that knocks that down to $124,782.93. And that does not include the trailer. The trailer was from West Side through the same Sourcewell contract, quoted at $27,000. Questions, comments, anything?
John, any input on what a 85G FT4 excavator is?
I don't have a price on it, I have to look it up. My question would be, is do we have a vehicle that can do something like that?
We
Yes.
do.
Then you're set.
This will assist us in doing our own ditch gradings and larger water main breaks that we have to contract out to. So there'll be some savings down the road for us doing our own work. So it'll pay for itself over time. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Can we add that to the consent agenda for next week? That's all I had, sir.
You said two things. Oh, the trailer.
The trailer was
Okay.
the second thing.
All right, perfect. Thank you, sir. Trustee Cavesy's not here tonight. Trustee Killy. Oh,
Trustee Cadeney asked that I present something on her behalf. Is that okay?
Oh,
all right. We'll step back to Trustee Cavesy's business. Trustee Johnson?
Thank you. Trustee Keaveney was not able to be here tonight, but she sent the board an email this morning with a contract for a company to do building department plan reviews. And attached, she included, it's from a company called TPI. They're located in Elgin. They've come highly recommended by Cheryl Jordan. Many of you know that she lives in Midlothian, worked in the building department, and managed Radiator Lodge. She now works for Orland Park, which is where Karina came from, and now is at Countryside. So our original company called Oliveri is winding down because they're going to be retiring soon. So Kathy provided a document for you to look at with their pricing, their recommendations, and other information related to this company. Does anybody have any questions? If there's none, Trustee Caveney asked that this contract be put on the agenda next week for approval.
And this is for the larger scale plan reviews,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yes.
Could someone send it to Marie and I?
Sure.
And we'll put it on the agenda?
I can do that. And that's all I have for Kathy.
Okay.
I had one thing too for her. Kathy asked me to let everyone know that she was going to attend the zoning board hearing at Oak Forest this evening, and wanted to know if Attorney Valadez, if you could look into a couple things regarding their current development that they, I guess, sent an email regarding. If you could look into what the process is for annexing the property that they're looking at 151st and Cicero, and if you could find out what the requirements will be to make sure that if the development goes there, that the project won't spill into Natalie Creek.
I did have a discussion with Trustee Caveney earlier, and I can do that.
Good. Good, okay.
Were you guys copied on all the emails about this project?
I didn't hear, I didn't see it.
Engineer Huss did respond to say that the project would include underground water retention in compliance with the watershed maintenance ordinance from MWD, but this is just a zoning hearing tonight in Oak Forest. They're annexing the unincorporated property into Oak Forest to get their water and sewer. So there's not much the village can or should do at this point. Once it gets annexed and the project starts moving, then we'll have our say. But there was no need for the Village of Midlothian to be notified of this, because it was just a zoning hearing for Oak Forest for that property, because they're annexing it into Oak Forest. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much covers it.
All right, cool. Anything else?
That's all she had.
All right, before I move on, I was notified by text, John, that there's no live feed on Facebook at this time. Is that something you know about, or?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, moving on. Trustee Killy.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. On the agenda tonight is an engagement letter for Kathleen Orr, who is a TIF attorney specialist. This was a byproduct of us joining the Illinois Tax Increment Finance Association. She is a local attorney in Homewood.
Yes.
I asked Attorney Valadez to vet her and talk to her. Attorney Valadez, what do you have to tell us?
Yes, she has vast experience with regard to both project development as well as TIF maintenance, as well as TIF reporting. She already had looked into the village TIF reports and had recommendations based upon that. She is more than qualified. In addition to that, she has sprouted her own venue of TIF advice within her law firm, so it won't just be her, because she's actually the village attorney for several municipalities and other municipal corporations that she advises. So her time obviously is very cramped, but she does have other individuals who are specialists in TIF law within her firm who she accesses. So I highly recommend her. She's eminently qualified.
Okay.
And the first business of the day will be to address our TIF reports.
Okay.
As well as the eligible TIF expenses.
Yes, yes, but the TIF reports is something that needs to be done.
That we're behind on.
Yes.
Okay. Plus, the issue with what's eligible to be TIF reimbursed and that.
Absolutely.
We don't think we could get anyone better. Anyone have any comments or questions on that?
I spoke to another individual in this business, and she comes highly recommended. Bulldog, I think was the name, I heard from him about her, but no games, no looseness. It's very to the book, so I think she's going to be the right person.
Okay, fantastic. So if that board is okay with that, then I'd like to put that on the consent agenda for next meeting.
Sure.
Okay, next item would be, the beautification committee did its mission statement and its goals for this year. And I think by the ordinance, the board needs to approve that. So if anybody has any questions or comments on that, just email me and we'll see if we can address them. If not, if I don't get any by, next week, then I think we'll put it on the consent agenda also for approval. Okay? And that's all I have here.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Crowley.
Just a couple things tonight, sir. I sent an email yesterday to the board regarding a quote. Jackie and Kristen have been working on upgrading our website, and this is a quote to change some of the design aspects of the website. Most of this is going to be covered under the fees that we pay for our website, but one of the things that we'd like to enhance is a banner on each page, on each tab, so that the scrolling in the photos that are there are not so out of alignment and look like there's nothing there. It just kind of looks bad, and it kind of gives some uniformity to some of the tabs. So this is a budgeted item that we have under our new technology IT budget, and it is not to exceed $1,300. I think it is. Sorry. The quote is for $1,315. Anybody have any questions?
I'm good.
Comments, concerns? I'm gonna ask we're gonna send a few, examples over the next couple of weeks of some of the pages that use this technology, so the board members can go on and look at it and give any input if they want. But, it really, really makes the website look very polished and very finished, so I think it's money well spent.
And Sadie, I think, I agree with you, because I think more and more people are going to websites for their information, and if we want to look like a first-class municipality, I think it's well worth the money to ensure that we look and feel as professional as we think we are.
The one I looked at yesterday, with Kristen, I think was called, I think it was West Monroe website. It's a town out of the state, but I'm gonna get the link for everybody, but it's really, when you open it up and you go through it, they have a version that when you're looking on it on your mobile phone or on your, tablet or on your computer, everything is aligned and uniform and has a good polished look, so I think it's money well spent. If nobody has any questions, I'd like to ask that to be put on the agenda next week. I believe I sent that to you, Maria. Okay. And last but not least, I can only reiterate everything that's been said about National Night Out. Everybody over the last few days, and especially yesterday and today, our committee worked tirelessly. Our members, we've had extra meetings, we've talked on the phone, people have gone out on their own and gotten things done so that we could put National Night Out together again. And like Jean said, this has, been a culmination of things that have been happening over years and years for the village. So anybody who was there, I think, saw the turnout, saw, the people that were there. We couldn't do it, absolutely couldn't do it without the village employees. Our fire department comes out full force every year. Our public works is there setting everything up and making sure there's, people representing the public works. All of our departments are represented. They all have some, they all participate. They all get involved. All of our elected officials, they come, they show up, they participate, they grill. Our families come up and stand behind grills. So, and last but not least, obviously it's about law enforcement. And I think the support we have every year from our law enforcement and coming out and engaging the community, I couldn't be more proud. So I've had the conversation with Chief Delaney, with Deputy Chief Tavernina, and with the mayor. We truly do have the best community, bar none. So kudos to everybody. Thank you for coming out. Next year's 364 days away. That's all I have to say.
I really feel like the helicopter spent more time with us this year, don't you think so?
Well, and
Right, he came right over your place. Yeah. That's cool. Good thing. That's it?
that's all I have.
Thank you, ma'am. Attorney Valdez.
I have nothing tonight except to reference the collective negotiation matters and litigation for closed session.
Thank you, sir. Only thing on my business, it's on board docs here, is the annual invoice from the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus. As I say every year, they're a wealth of information for myself in the whole region. They offer all kinds of grants that our police department has actually taken advantage of. So for $644.63 to continue to be part of their membership, I think it's well worth every penny. So unless there's any problem, I'll have it on the consent agenda next week for approval. Which reminds me, I just got the email from Southborough mayors and managers for their annual dues. I know time flies. Didn't we just, I feel like we just paid $8,400. Doesn't that sound familiar? I don't know.
Was it for GIS or was it for?
It's the whole thing. We don't pay for all of it at once, don't we?
I have it on the agenda for our next committee meeting for discussion. It just made me think. I'm like, the number looked very familiar, and I feel like we just paid that, but we'll discuss it then.
In February, we paid an invoice. 2022 membership dues.
How much?
That's less than money. $11,900. $1,361.
All right. Maria will send it to everyone, so you all have a chance to look at it. I don't remember paying 2 invoices a year for SSMA. So, you guys peruse it and we'll figure it out. Okay. Hmm? Just the mayor's caucus one for $644.63. The SSMA we'll talk about 2 weeks from today. That's all I have. Clerk Moscow.
I have 2 things. I shared with the board, I believe at the end of last week, the draft ordinances from the attorney regarding the expenditures. Did anyone have any questions for Attorney Valdez about those or changes?
No, I thought it was good.
Okay. All right, should we have those on the agenda then for next week? I think we're ready to move forward with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, we'll put those both on. And I have a block party request for Saturday, August 27th, in the Fairways Single Family neighborhood, beginning at 2 p.m. I have requested the police department and the fire department, and assigned by 3 residents, all of whom I know. Does anyone have any questions or concerns about that?
No.
Okay, Maria will send out the approval letter. And that is all I have tonight.
Thank you, sir. So then, I guess at this time, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn to closed session.
I'll make the motion.
Hold on.
I'll second.
I gotta say everything first.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. All right, there's 3 things. Appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employee of the public body. Also, to discuss collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees or the representatives, and to discuss litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of a particular public body has been filed or is pending before a court. Now you can make a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All right, anyone, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, we're in closed session.
Are we coming
Thank you all.
back? And we're not coming back in?
Oh, there's no further business for in closed session.